Good evening and welcome to Insight News. I am Blossom Abraham and here are the headlines. University of Hyderabad holds 14th annual convocation. More than 1,000 students granted degrees. Students' Union General Body meeting ends in impasse. Elections postponed indefinitely. One-day seminar held on criminal justice system in India. Resurgent Faith celebrated to mark the foundation day of Satyashodak Samaj. University celebrates the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi with great fervour. Visually challenged students face several problems on campus. Now the news in detail. The University of Hyderabad organized its 14th annual convocation yesterday. The recently graduated master's and doctorate students from various disciplines were awarded with their degrees. Here is a report. The 14th convocation of University of Hyderabad was held on 1st October 2012 at Global Peace Auditorium in Gachibowli. The Chancellor of the University, Dr. C.H. Hanumantarao, presided over the function. Also present were the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ramakrishna Ramaswamy, and the members of the Executive Council of the University of Hyderabad. Professor Romila Thapar, a historian and former Chancellor of University of Hyderabad, was the chief guest at the occasion, and she delivered the convocation address.
Universities have many functions, but two are significant. One is to prepare the new generation to be responsible citizens and enable them to join professions. The second function of a university relates to the question of knowledge and is more specific. It implies that ideally every branch of knowledge should be available at university level.
The meritorious students of the batch 2010-2012 were conferred honorary medals in their respective subjects.
I'm very happy right now, very excited. It's been a wonderful journey in this university.
I'm indeed very happy and also honored to receive the degree from University of Hyderabad, and I feel that I'm also sure and I promise that I'll try to be worthy of it. Thank you.
The 14th convocation of University of Hyderabad saw more than 1,000 students celebrating their graduation and years of hard work. With the honor and responsibilities vested in their degrees, the young scholars seemed ready to take on the world. With camera person Ashish, this is Blossom reporting for Insight News. The University of Hyderabad completes 38 years of its existence today. Since its inception in 1974, the university has been offering master's and doctorate courses in numerous disciplines and has produced notable names in various fields. Moving on, the annual Students' Union General Body meeting held on campus ended in a deadlock, with the opposition parties deciding to boycott the elections. The decision came in the wake of the present union not keeping up with the demands of the opposition parties. Ashish Kumar has the details.
The annual Union General Body meeting was conducted on September 25th amidst extreme chaos and tension. The Union President D. Prashant presented the annual report for the previous academic year to a fully packed audience at DST Auditorium.
Whatever the obstructions that come in the place of availing this higher education, we will not only try, we will fight to resolve those obstacles. And in the process, we have in the beginning itself, in the beginning of the year itself, in the beginning of our tenure itself, we have gone with a protest on the next day of our election.
The presentation of the report received much flack by the opposition for the union not being able to keep its promises made before the election last year. The union, however, kept its stand to have had a successful term. The general body meeting is conducted every year to dissolve the existing student union and appoint the new election commission. This time, however, the meeting ended in an impasse as the disgruntled students walked out miffed with the behavior of the few union representatives present, owing to which the elections have been postponed until further notice.
And also, University General Body meeting is a very democratic structure which plays an instrumental role in in understanding the student problems and bringing them onto the floor. And secondly, it has to happen twice a year, where once it would be organized when at the time of elections, and the second one is organized at the time of dissolving. And in addition to that, 2 general body meetings have to be organized every year, where it has to bring down and discuss and debate all student issues. Today, what happened was, I'm taking it as a sportive thing, and yes, some sentiments of the students might have hurt. Considering them and keeping them in view, we have thought that let these elections not be continued until peace prevails in the campus, and let the students' union body, which was existing, would continue until the new body is being formed.
In a rather unusual occurrence, the student union was not dissolved, owing the difference between the opposition parties. It is to be seen whether the parties and the administration reach a mutual consent any time in future. With the camera person Shika, this is Ashish reporting for Insight News.
The Center for Distance and Virtual Learning, in another initiative, organized a one-day seminar on the criminal justice system in India. The seminar had people from various city colleges in attendance. Our correspondent brings us the details.
Living in a fast-moving world, every day we hear about crime happening in different areas of the world in variety of ways. It is in this connection that the Center for Distance and Virtual Learning, University of Hyderabad, organized a one-day seminar on the topic Criminal Justice System in India, Basic Functionaries and Procedures. Inaugurated by the Vice-Chancellor Professor Ramakrishna Ramaswamy, the seminar was organized under the Lifelong Learning and Extension Program.
It is basically to create awareness about the new literates and literates, about upgrading of their skills, upgrading of their knowledge, upgrading of their employment skills. So under this awareness creative program, the center has initiated the first seminar activity.
The sessions were so designed as to enable a common man to understand as to what happens in the system right from the reporting of crime to the police till the sentence is given.
We daily come across some of the problems like losing of our money purse, losing of our mobile phone, losing of our certificates, and then some house problems away. All these problems, day-to-day problems are coming. In such case, what to do, whom to approach, what is the procedures we have to follow. These are the problems which are coming in us away, how to meet these procedures. So, in order to that, we are organizing this activity.
The center plans to come up with more such programs for the benefit of people at large.
Workshops in forensic science very shortly, and then we have a seminar coming up about cyber crimes.
The Lifelong Learning and Extension Program has been undertaken by the Center for Distance Learning to educate citizens about their basic rights and responsibilities. The seminar today addressed the general sequence of events in the criminal justice system in an attempt to create awareness about the functioning of the criminal justice system in India. With camera person Ashish, this is Shikha reporting for Insight News.
The Ambedkar Students Association organized the Resurgent Fete, a cultural extravaganza to mark the foundation day of the Satyashodhak Samaj. With the immensely positive response, the association plans to make it an annual affair. Here are a few glimpses of the event.
The Ambedkar Students Association in the University of Hyderabad campus marked the foundation day of the Satyashodhak Samaj with a fete on September 24, 2012. Satyashodhak Samaj was established by Mahatma Jyotirao Phule in 1873 to liberate the marginalized communities from exploitation and oppression.
This kind of fest will help to create awareness. And if you go through the country, in this country, the awareness is needed because I said earlier that caste is a notion, so to break that notion it will require thousands and thousands of debate and discourse. Then only one can break a notion of mind, that is a notion of caste.
Performances by the Malayalam folk band Vamuri Kuttam got the audience on their feet to dance. The skit, Return of Bali, presented the famous King Mahabali's agonies if he were to return in the present age. Also, the presence of prominent activist Gadar turned out to be a major crowd puller.
The FET helped Ambedkar Students Association reach out to a large number of students with an aim to reinforce their presence on campus.
Invited this group in order to unite all Dalit, Bahujan and minority students on this campus to give a very, very peaceful and democratic environment to this campus.
Display of a wide array of folk forms of music and dance from across South India and a large crowd of high-spirited students at a jam-packed shopcom marked the resurgent FET organized by the University of Hyderabad chapter of Ambedkar Students Association, aiming for a just presence on campus by bringing back the memories of their glorious past. The Ambedkar Students Association surely felt their presence felt on campus. With cameraman Ashish, this is Shikha reporting for Insight News.
It's time now for a short commercial break. Coming up next, Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations fill campus with festive spirit. Campus concert series inaugurated with a Kuchipudi presentation. Visually challenged students face problems in campus.
Wait. There's something I want to tell you. -2.
Even I have something to tell you.
Huh?
Lasting relationships are based on transparency, like what Geojit BNP Paribas shares with 4.5 lakh customers. Benefits from transparency.
Welcome back. You're watching Insight News. In concordance with the rest of the nation, the university also celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi with great ceremonial elegance and splendor. The festivities continued over a period of 6 days. Our correspondent Jesse has a report.
The university celebrated the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi with great zeal and devotion to the Lord. The Ganesh idol installed as student center saw people coming in large numbers every morning and evening to seek the Lord's blessing for a period of 6 days. The festival was observed by singing praises to the Lord and distributing sweets to all those who came.
Actually, this is a good time for we all friends will gather and we won't miss our parents, because this is the festival for us. When we will be at home, we will be always, our home will celebrate this kind of festival. And since this Ganesh Utsav committee is providing us this kind of, opportunity to get together and do puja, so it's make us very happy and we feel good really.
All the religion people will come, my friends who are Christians and Muslims also will come and we'll enjoy a lot.
Ganesh idols were also installed at DST Auditorium and the Yoga Center.
This ideal is, we got it from Eco-Friendly Working Group. So this is one of the ideal that which is only made up of with mud. The fundings and all happens with only the voluntary participation of the students from all departments.
The festivities culminated with the immersion on the 6th day. The procession circled the campus, growing in number, before finally reaching the Peacock Lake for the immersion. The people danced to the beats of the drums and reveled in the colorful celebrations. The Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations in the university brought people from diverse backgrounds and different age groups together. With a similar fervor and sense of togetherness, the students are looking forward to the festivities next year. With camera person Suresh, this is Jessie reporting for Inside News.
In an initiative by the Vice Chancellor to promote the budding talents on the university campus, a Kuchipudi dance performance was held on September 20th, 2012. This was the first presentation of the campus concert series. Our correspondent brings a special report.
The students of MA Dance of Sarojini Naidu School of Arts and Communication presented the Andhra Pradesh State Classical Dance Form Kuchipudi at the School of Humanities Auditorium on 20th September. The performance showcased the essence of Kuchipudi tradition through the presentation of numbers belonging to the traditional repertoire as well as later choreographies.
Today, as a part of the students program, the students evinced their interest, and that's how this program is coming up. We are not anyway involved, but they chose that they want to present some quintessential items of the repertoire.
The presentation was first of the recently launched campus concert series.
Vice Chancellor has given us this chance to perform at the monthly concert which they conduct. It's a nice thing to do in our university where we are studying.
The performing students kept the audiences enthralled by their graceful movements, expressions, strong dramatic narrative, and character portrayals.
Just we have finished. It was really nice because usually most of the program are like either seminars or something concert, something like that. So it's a different experience to watch dance like this.
That was the essence of our state dance form Kuchipudi, showcased by the students of Essence School of Arts, the budding masters in dance. Essence School of Arts is one of the leading departments in India, exploring into the dynamics of both theory and practice of dance. With cameraman Oma Sharanya for Insight News.
The University of Hyderabad being the choice of around 50 visually challenged students to pursue their higher education is rather inspiriting. But does the university have enough provisions to ensure them a comfortable experience on campus is something our news channel looked into. Here is what we found.
Attracting the best of minds from all across the world, University of Hyderabad is home to more than 50 visually challenged students. Every year, more than 20 such students take admission into different courses. In spite of being one of the most prestigious universities in the country, providing top-grade services, the visually challenged students are still faced with many problems relating to academics, administration, transportation, and other facilities.
It is rather highly difficult for a visually challenged person to take down notes in the classes. Yeah, there are opportunities for us to take down notes through MP3 recorders or something, but it is highly difficult when in terms of to record a class of 4 hours, more than 2 hours, in terms of providing soft copy material rather which can be scanned, rather scanned material, or at least hard copies with proper printed material which can be scanned and read by a student at least a day before.
సెల్ బదులు ఎంపవర్ కమిటీ అని అదొక పేరు చేంజ్ చేసి వాళ్ళు ఒక నేమ్ పర్పస్న పెట్టుకున్నారు. డిజేబుల్ సెల్ వల్ల ఇప్పుడు అడ్మిషన్స్ అప్పుడు కానీ ఫెలోషిప్స్ అప్పుడు కానీ స్కాలర్షిప్ విషయాలలో కానీ డైరెక్ట్ వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళకి కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తే మాకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ దొరుకుతుంది.
స్టేట్ బ్యాంక్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా వాళ్ళు ఓన్లీ క్యాంపస్లో ఉన్న హ్యాండిక్యాప్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కోసం ఒక బస్ అనేది డొనేట్ చేయడం అయింది, కానీ వేరే దానికోసం ఉపయోగిస్తున్నారు. సౌత్ క్యాంపస్ నుండి వేసిన బస్సును అక్కడ నుండి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే వారికి బస్ అంతా ఫుల్ అయిపోతుంది, మేము బైవాక్ వెళ్ళాల్సి వస్తుంది. బాధాకరమైన విషయం ఏంటంటే నార్మల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కన్నా విజువల్ ఛాలెంజ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ మాత్రమే ఫుట్ ఫోటింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు. అట్లీస్ట్ కంపల్సరీ షటిల్స్ వెహికల్స్ అయితే మనకు చాలా ఉన్నాయి, అవన్నీ అరేంజ్ చేస్తారని ఆశ.
Congested computer labs, lack of books and study materials in the library, and shortage of recorders also pose challenge for the students in their academics. The students also feel lack of encouragement in sports and games. Adding to their woes are the improperly parked bicycles in the hostel corridors and entrances of other buildings. There are many problems which are still unresolved due to the indifferent attitude of the administration. Students say that if university spends the money which is allotted by the UGC for the students of visually challenged, then there is no scope to blame the university. With camera person Sandersar, this is Rajesh reporting for Insight News.
Hassled already by the security issues, the shortage of proper drinking water has added to the woes of the residents of the ladies' hostels. Our correspondent Oma tells us more on this issue.
Students carrying empty bottles to fetch water from the Humanities and Social Science department is a common sight. Girls without cycles find it quite a challenge to go out, especially at night. As one of the top universities in the country, this is just a mere problem that can be resolved in no time. However, there is no sign of any progress. To get more information, I was able to interview two students, Nivedya of MSc Physics and Sriju of MA Communication. I was also able to interview Nagarani, the ladies' hostel manager.
The coolers are not working and it's very unhygienic and all, and the taste is it tastes chlorine, so we can't drink that.
It's very inconvenient to actually come from all the way from the hostel till here, and that waking up middle of the night finding no water. We have to come all the way till here. That's actually a very big problem for us.
And even if we don't have cycle and all, it will be very difficult to walk all the way. Maybe they should repair it and keep it in a clean place or something like that.
Replace all the granddad coolers and then fix it with the better ones, find a new one.
They can keep something like this in hostels also. It will be comfortable for us.
Because from 1 year, no purified water is not coming because they are not changing the filters. ROS plant filters. We have complained many times, but they didn't come and they did not rectify this. Chief Warden came, I have complained. So they said they will do to the electrical department. AE electrical department will take care about that one.
Drinking
water. Many times we remind them also they are not coming, but again we have given to higher authority. Then what they will do, we should see further. I think they will do because 1 week before only I have given complaint to the higher authority, Chief Warden. Then he'll solve the problem.
As one of the top universities in the country, it is its duty to provide the basic needs of the students. There is something one cannot live without, one of which is water. This is Omar with camera person Sharanya reporting for Inside News.
Time now for a short commercial break. Coming up, a feature on the rich biodiversity on campus and the rapidly rising threats to it. Also, a profile of the recently launched Young Economist School.
Seen the Corolla broken down.
Welcome back to Insight News. The rich biodiversity on the university campus has always been the residents' delight. It is also something the university boasts of. Our correspondent Suresh in his feature tells us what makes it so special and more.
Located on a sprawling 2,300 acres of land, the University of Hyderabad encompasses a high level of biodiversity. The natural beauty of the campus, enhanced by the 4 lakes and the granite rocks, make the overall experience of the students living on campus gratifying.
എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു പച്ചപ്പ്, ഗ്രീനറി ഏരിയാസ്, അതേപോലെ വെള്ളം, ഇതെല്ലാം കാര്യങ്ങൾ കേരളത്തെ അതേപോലെ ഒരു പറിച്ചു നടന്ന ഒരു ക്യാമ്പസാണ് ഹൈദരാബാദ് സെൻട്രൽ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി. Many forests and peacocks, animals.
The university campus is home to several rare and endangered species of plants, insects, birds and animals.
Hotspot, rather say. Hotspot means concentration is very high in our campus. Nearly 1,000 flowering plants at present we have enumerated, and animals nearly about 100 species. And most of the animals are mammals we have in campus are red listed, highly red listed and highly threatened, and very much importance, and like spotted deer and 4-horned antelopes, porcupines and star tortoise
As much as devoured by the students, the natural surroundings are also getting rampantly polluted, posing a threat to the biodiversity.
I mean, I feel that many of these lakes are being polluted on a day-to-day basis, and most of the garbages have been pumped in. So I think we should have some plans to check this garbage input into these lakes, which actually, threatens the diversity.
While the university boasts of a spectacular landscape and biodiversity, there is an urgent need for the students and authorities to realize their responsibility of ensuring its sustenance. With camera person Jesse, this is Suresh reporting for Insight News.
In a thoughtful and progressive initiative, the students of the Department of Economics launched the Young Economists School on September 7, 2012. The future economists have already embarked upon the task of fulfilling their social responsibility. And how? Our correspondent Sandra Starr presents a profile.
MA students of the Department of Economics are abuzz with enthusiasm about the society called the Young Economists School, or the YES, which was started a decade ago and being revived by the present students.
YES is Young Economist School, and this was started a few years ago by a few of our seniors, but it has died over the years. So this year, our batch has taken it up, and we have revived the Young Economist School, and we have introduced 5 new societies under it. So the societies are mainly, one is the alumni cell, we have a discussion group, we have a journal team, we have an economics placement cell, and we have a social service and an eco club.
Social service and eco club. Actually, we have renamed it, and it's called Samvedna. It means compassion in Hindi. It's like a tag with a tagline, caring for the people and the environment. We started with collecting a lot of newspapers from every hostel. We have put up bins where everyone can put newspapers, and also they can put up waste, like used papers and books. Activities is cleanliness drive.
Now the current YES has a number of things on its agenda. I believe they want to promote discussion among the students themselves, organize debates on contemporary policy issues, on placement, on social outreach, on reaching out to alumni, and so on and so forth. All these are of course welcome, but if I were to prioritize the most important thing, I suppose the most important thing would be to work out an active discussion group.
Comprising of a bunch of enthusiastic and hard-working students, Young Economics School, with its aim to make University of Hyderabad presence felt in the country, is heading in the right direction with their various initiatives. Reporting for Insight News, this is Sun at the School of Social Sciences with camera person Rajesh.
These were the top stories of the hour. Let's have a look at the headlines once again. University of Hyderabad holds 14th annual convocation. More than 1,000 students granted degrees. Students' Union General Body meeting ends in impasse. Elections postponed indefinitely. One-day seminar held on criminal justice system in India. Resurgent Faith celebrated to mark the foundation day of Satyashodak Samaj. University celebrates the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi with great fervour. Visually challenged students face several problems on campus. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for joining us on Insight News.